Alright guys, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Apex Vision TV. Wanted to do a video driving the new car we got on ACC, Assetto Corsa Competizione. If you didn't know, it's actually the 720s GT3 Evo. So, boom. Basic Evo updates, you know. Visually, not much has changed outside of these canards being added to the car. So I took a break from ACC, not for any particular reason. I think the update itself threw off people I was racing with, which I kind of raced socially. So as you can see, the front canards are a little different on the standard compared to the Evo. So we're going to do a second drive because I didn't like the quality of the first recording I did. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and load up the new 720s GT3 Evo. We're gonna go to Suzuka and get our first lap in. As far as ACC itself goes, I got a little rusty because I have been playing a lot of Automobilista 2 driving the GT1 class. As my rust was working, I despise front engine cars for whatever reason. So instead of going with a different mid-engine car, I went the other way and I went 911. I drove the 991.2 GT3R and it felt pretty good. So right now I think default setup is gonna work the best for me. At least until I get my skill back. But shout out to ACC for putting out a new car so unexpected like this, you know. In today's day and age, you expect companies to nickel and dime you any way they can. Shout out to them for putting out this nice clean car free of charge. Now, post update or pre-update, we had people getting laps faster than the pros in real life on here due to different suspension geometry glitches and whatnot. So we're not as fast, which is fine by me. As far as my individual driving goes, right now I'm driving the 911 GT3R 991.2. Just because I'm a little weird, like I like beating people in older cars because, and it's like, oh yeah, you can't say I'm using the metal car to beat them. My plan with the tuning, I want to work on doing a softer rear anti-roll bar just to make it a bit more progressive and turn up the front downforce a little more, just so it helps that front end be sharper and that back end rotate. But yeah, I love the 720s and the 488. I think a big part of why I prefer these twin turbo V8 cars over 6 cylinders like the 296 and the NSX, because you know they're less dependent on the boost kicking in. Josh loves the 296 and it's really fast, but for whatever reason I've just been doing better with the V8 twin turbo cars. So time to get serious. We'll see what type of lap I can put together, and then from here we're gonna go into the video I was working on doing with Josh, where we talk about Assetto Corsa Competizione's replacement, as well as what we're expecting from AC2. So we're gonna transition it and make it all one video. But let's see what I can put together in this GT3 Evo. at Suzuka. I gotta start driving with less traction because I know I lose time compared to other races online. And there I go sitting there talking again. I know I'm losing time compared to drivers online. Because when I race Josh, you know, we'll be hanging, and I'll take some corners better than him. But because I'm running my traction at a 5 or an 8, and he's running his at a 2, that speed gets lost. But as far as what I'm driving on, I'm still using good old T300 and CSL Elite V2 pedals. I'm still not sure if I want to stay with Thrustmaster or if I want to just switch ecosystems and go either SimMagic or Moza. But 206.4 was actually ain't bad, considering I stopped halfway through the video and started talking. But yeah, the front end feels a little bit sharper. You know, why do in some cases the Evo is a drastic change for whatever reason, but this one isn't. I think this is one of the easiest cars to drive in the game. So yeah, stay tuned. From here we're gonna go into where I would like to see them go after Assetto Corsa Competizione, and we also talk about Assetto Corsa 2, which is coming out next April, I believe. All right, so wanted to spend some time talking about sim racing today. Not too long ago, news broke that Assetto Corsa 2 was coming out in 2024. Great news, right? So what I wanted to talk about today is where I would want to see them go from here. So first off, I will fight until I'm blue in the face that Assetto Corsa is the best simulator you can get. Reason being, they got, just the physics and the tire model, right? What I would like to see them do from here is something similar to what Automobilista 2 does. Not as far as its tire model goes, but just, I would really like to see them release not original, but I would like to see them release cars, tracks, combinations that, similar to the way AMS2 has done it. Josh, you got anything you want to weigh in on?
So the biggest thing for me with AC is that it's heavily moddable, right? So while the studio that created AC hasn't really made updates or anything for it in a very long time, the modding community is so great for this game where, if I asked someone to mod my IS inside it, they could do it, right? So the developers, for me, need to take that into account and make the game moddable still. Like, you need your money, you need this, you need that. I get that, but definitely keep those modding communities alive. I mean, they made the entire Shikoku Highway. Like, come on. Nobody even thought that was possible.
Yeah.
So that's one of my biggest things about AC2. I know it's going to be on a new engine. It's going to look great. So that's exciting. Tire model, I would assume, is going to come from ACC. Maybe a little bit different tire differentiation from ACC. But I mean, they worked their ass off on ACC. So with that being said, it has to have some variation of it.
Yeah, I'll agree, especially on the modding community. I think mods have stretched the lifetime of this game a long ways, because this game is 10 years old at this point, which is incredible because it's the most fun you can have. But like I said, to credit of AMS2, a lot of the stuff they have on there is official, so you can just hop in and drive a GTE, drive whatever, and it's a lot easier to organize league races that way because there's official content. Now what I would like to see them replace ACC with eventually is a World Endurance Championship IMSA hybrid with the nature of the way the two series merge together, merge regulations, with GT3 being the way going forward for everybody. I think it's a no-brainer for them to go there next, so we can get our GTP fix and our LMP2s and GT3 cars. And then of course you still have the supporter series like Cup cars, GT4, challenge cars, and all that groundwork is already done for Assetto Corsa 2 because of ACC. So
yep,
I would love to see them go from there and do an ACC replacement as well as Assetto Corsa 2. But yeah, you got anything else you wanted to talk about on top of that, or?
No, just the car list is going to be great. I know the car list is going to be great because the car list for AC was already pretty extensive. So car list aside, you know, I mean, we're excited. It's a new sim. We'll see how it compares to Rennsport.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because
in terms of multiplayer, that's another thing, multiplayer. So a huge thing with me is the way that these lobbies are created in regular AC is by port forwarding your stuff and then allowing you to host a server and do stuff like that, which is super cool. That's fine. But as far as the online multiplayer aspect goes, I would love to have something like iRacing. iRacing to me is the pinnacle of online motorsport.
Yeah. Getting
licenses, proving that you need to raise your safety rating in order to drive with these other people, this and that, you know. So we'll see how it does against Rennsport when Rennsport eventually comes out.
Yeah.
So
I'll agree with that. I think Rennsport, I haven't watched any new gameplay footage, but I think Rennsport, they're really going to try to push the esports side of it. I will say I would love to see the guys at Kunos do something because, you know, as people that race in ACC, it hasn't been the easiest for us to get the skill ratings we need, the safety ratings we need to join some of the more organized races. So I would like to see them do something going forward with that. Yeah, just wanted to do a quick little discussion video. What do you guys think of the future of Assetto Corsa if they're going to do an ACC replacement? Would you like to see them try to get an F1 license? And how excited are you guys for Rennsport versus AMS2? All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned, we got more to come. On the short agenda, I'm actually working on getting together a sim racing league with Josh. Gonna be on Automobilista 2. The reason we're gonna go with that one is because just the amount of content the game has to offer. As I say when I was at Josh's house talking about why I enjoy that game is We don't have to think about doing no mods. We can just put together a track list, a car list. As of right now, I'm leaning more towards GT1 sprints with some assist allowed. If that goes good, what we'll do is we'll do longer GTE races, or maybe we'll do mixed class. Still haven't ironed everything out yet. The car itself is great. 296 is really good. 992 is good. So I'm happy all the new cars in real life are on the game now. If you enjoy the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Just support the channel in any way you can. It's always appreciated. I try to have all the conversations I can with you guys. As far as the Lexus goes, the Lexus is still around. I'm gonna try to get it going here soon. I don't have a whole lot left, and I know I've been saying that a while, but you never know, man. Life happens sometimes. With that out of the way, gonna go ahead and close out the video here. Appreciate you guys supporting. Apex Vision out. Not at all studying his every word until the camera dies. I'm not studying him. I don't need him.